VTuber fans here, Bao just got exposed and called out hard by so many people. And one of my moderators sent me a hyper compilation. So like, comment, and subscribe if you appreciate all their hard work. And join me on rumble.com/Tectone at 9 a.m. CST to get your daily dose of slop. So Sykkuno was caught cheating. Yes, that was confirmed. He cheated on his girlfriend of 5 years. Very fucked up. However, people are now calling him a dangerous predator because he did exactly what women wanted him to do. You can call Sykkuno a cheater, you can't call him a dangerous predator, but you know how women do. They gotta exaggerate shit because they gotta make sure everybody's listening. So now we all gotta act like Sykkuno's a fucking mass predator. They can't just say that they're bitter and they wanted them to date him, but now that they can't, let's just ruin his entire life. A tale as old as time. A lot of men have experienced that. So XQC goes off defending against Sykkuno's predator claims because they're complete bullshit. And a lot of people are now starting to question Bao. Because Bao put out a year ago, if you're an up-and-coming female content creator with a small but growing audience and a much larger and successful male content creator approaches you out of nowhere and showers you with attention on stream, in DMs, etc., don't walk, run. Now here's why Bao is full of shit. That didn't happen, Bao. And you know that didn't happen. These women reached out to him first and immediately said they wanted to f him. If you don't think VTuber whore culture isn't real, then you're wrong. Because all of these people who parade themselves around as scantily clad slut whore VTubers, all of them are looking to suck and fuck in real life because they're mid in real life. And they get the attention of other people saying, wow, look at this VTuber model. And then they get you by catfishing the fuck out of you with all these cute anime girl voices. And that's why the VTuber sleep around whore culture is so high. And that is why even, yes, I have been offered sex by 3 different VTubers, as well as there's a VTuber who went around bragging about sucking my dick when I never even met the bitch. Want to know why that didn't suck my dick? Because that motherfucker is ugly as fuck. And you know who I'm talking about. Everybody, so many people are fucking hoes and so many people are fucking liars. And that's the God's honest truth. If Bao knew about Sykkuno a year ago, why is the girlfriend finding out now? Because these people don't know nearly as much as what they claim, and they just want to appear morally virtuous. Guys, we all know Bao is a virtue signaler, and I feel awful as a person who pretty much gave Bao their career when I incentivized them to go full-time over 4 years ago. But it is what it is, and they will say anything and everything to make that shit stick. We have another post. The only thing this Sykkuno thing proved to me is that Mujin is untrustworthy. Because what do you mean you had a whole hour-long video already almost immediately after this girl's Google Doc dropped? Nah, don't trust Mujin. And you know what Mujin could have done? Got Sykkuno's perspective. But do you know what he didn't do? Didn't get that. You want to know why? Because nobody wanted to get Sykkuno's perspective, because all Mujin does is just tell the public what they want to hear. There's no follow-up videos. There's no nuance, and that's why he's the most critical of the VTuber space. He's not here to do research. He's not here to give you the facts. He's here to give you what they want to give you, and that's the God's honest truth. Now let's keep going here. Next. I see this was in the works for a long time and coordinated. It's very true. It's the same thing with the Cinder documentary that Mujin did, that Bao also helped with. They only got one perspective. They didn't wait for the other perspective. They didn't wait for the whole story. They put out a hit piece, they ruined someone's life, and then they move forward. And if there's any incorrect information, they will never correct it because, well, the public liked my video, and that's all that matters. And it's the same thing that happened with the pirate software information. Yes, Thors did some fucked up things. However, Pirate did a lot of good things that other people did bad things to him for. Kind of side-eyeing this whole thing pretty hard right now. You dropped a 1 hour and 59 minutes after it was public. It's very interesting. Yes, if you don't think these VTuber attacks are coordinated, you are sorely mistaken. Is Mujin coordinating hit pieces now? The original post was at 9 a.m. Eastern, and he realized this full video a mere 2 hours later. That doesn't sit right with me, deserved or not. I'm sorry, you can't call yourself someone who gets the facts right when you only get one perspective, when you don't confirm things, and you even perpetuate lies like calling Sykkuno a predator. Called him a predator, cheater, manipulator, exposed him over the whole internet, but still wants him. Ref, do something. Let's watch this clip. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it.
Oh my God. Bro, she didn't even initiate that we're never gonna talk again. She was thinking about it, but this nigga's like, nah, man, you're done. Bro. Bro. No.
What? Why?
Is that not why?
What is why? I'm still upset with you, but you didn't cheat on me. You can still talk to me and be, like, make up for your actions. Don't get me wrong. I'm always for second chances. But I never...
This is another example of a woman being scorned, a woman who is still in love with a man and decided to perpetuate and make the story worse because Sykkuno decided to do the right thing and never talk to them again, but she didn't want that. So what did she do? She went on the internet and she fucking lied and called him a disgusting, dangerous, manipulative predator because she realized she lost her shot at dating the man that she loved. I'm sorry, guys. This is not the first time. This is not the last time a woman will lie because they're scorned in a relationship and give him career-ending allegations just because they still wanted the dick. And everybody knows it. Sykkuno, another clip from Rima Evenstar. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it.
Craziest stuff. And I swear like 99% of drama can be, not even can be, should be solved by people talking to each other. Like, I feel like, especially, oh man, maybe I shouldn't say anything. Maybe I shouldn't say anything, but I'm gonna say, especially in a lot of the VTubering space, I feel like people would rather spend 10 years writing a Google Doc than spending 5 minutes trying to actually solve the problem with each other. But
yes, it's because they don't actually care about the problem. They just want to obliterate somebody's lives for views, just like every other content creator. And guys, I'll be real. Do you want to know why my videos get 100,000 views instead of 1 million views? Because I'm not here to tell you guys what you want to hear. I'm here to tell you guys the truth. I'm here to tell you an unbiased perspective and actually find out what actually happened rather than what you guys want to hear has happened. And that is why I get punished on YouTube. And even still, we're killing it because every single day, more people actually start to care about reality rather than living in interesting fiction.
I mean, maybe it's not about solving the problem. Maybe that's not the solution here.
Yep.
There's no specific situation I can think of. It's just something I randomly have seen before. And that's the most I'll say about it. As you guys know, I don't really like talking about that, and low-key, I'm not informed enough to even really talk about it. But I do think, from the ones I've seen, it seems as though people will spend more time writing on a page than actually trying to talk to people and solve whatever problem they have.
And guess what? Sykkuno cheated on people. Yes, he did. And now, thanks to everybody for calling him a predator, people are going to have his back tremendously in this situation because these fucking women can't stop lying. When you're going to cancel someone, do it right with the truth. Stop making shit up. Sykkuno would have had no sympathy if you just said, Sykkuno cheated, I'll prove he cheated, look right here. But instead, you have to perpetuate and exacerbate and exaggerate the situation. And now, guess what? Sykkuno's going to come back to streaming, and he's probably going to be better off than he was because everybody can't tell the fucking truth. Let's keep going here. Sykkuno has only been absolutely lovely to me, so this news is devastating. Same, Sykkuno has been nothing but a peach to me. I think some people assume predator equals pedophile, so they dismiss his actions as a nothing burger because they're comparing it to something worse. Typical illiterates. No. Calling someone a sexual predator or a predator means that they are preying on young, innocent content creators. Demi, he didn't do that. These mothers reached out to him and said, I want to have sex with you. Wait, you had a girlfriend? Oh, that's okay. We can still have sex. No? Oh, you raped me! That's why nobody's taking this shit seriously, because you can't just stick to the fucking facts. Let's be real. Everyone knows Bao is a thought. Sleeping around the block is pretty typical for VTubers. True! Big true. Especially bigger, so who's surprised? If you obsess over a VTuber, just become a streamer with some decent success and they'll come trying to suck you for a bit of fame. Let's be real. Anybody who's been to a VTuber party understands the moment a man walks in those parties, these women look at him like a piece of meat and will dry. Case in point, there's a very prominent female VTuber that had sex with one of my buddies. And my buddy was so horrified of the sex, he had to close his eyes and pretend to come just to make it stop. Yup, these VTubers are way too horny because they're mid in real life. To some of y'all, that's going to sound great. Like, oh man, don't threaten me with a good time. I know, guys, I know. This would have aged better if she wasn't the one approaching male content creators begging to suck them off. Truth nuke! Bao was right. No, they weren't. And if you are a retard, you'll be saying this shit, but Bao was actually wrong because Sykkuno wasn't the who approached him. A lot of you owe Bao an apology. No, you don't. This is how rampant the VTuber Twitter community is with misinformation and perpetuating lies because they won't research shit and they'll just say what they think people want to hear. They don't care. It was the same thing with Atsu's suicide note. 37 VTubers said, your life is worth living. I can't believe you went through that. Please don't kill yourself. If you read the Google Doc, you would have realized he faked being suicidal for views and admitted it. All you're gonna do is try to say the shit that you think people wanna hear. You wanna know why? Because you're a bunch of liars and everybody remembers that shit. Chat, type, I know we're on a 30-second delay. Chat, type 1 if we all remember that. Can't wait for Bao to go live and somehow explain this. She won't. She won't. People owe Bao a huge apology. 5,000 likes. There it is. Tell me again why Bao got backlash again for being right. She didn't. All of you owe Bao an apology. No, I don't. True. Let's check this shit out.
Canceled 4 times in a month, canceled 4 times in a month. Nuh-uh, guys. It's not being called canceled. It's called engagement farming.
She'll look you in the eyes. So many VTubers will look you dead in the eyes, tell you that you are just mindless robots for them to farm clout off of, and you'll still say, oh, my sweet little angel. And I have to be the bad guy for pointing it out. I have to be the bad guy and point it out. And this is why they silence me. This is why they slander me. This is why they defame me, because they understand I don't give a fuck about any of them. You want to know who I give a fuck about? Shinya, my family, my fiance's family, my fiance, my dogs, and my cats. I don't give a fuck about content creators. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all. I don't want to see you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to be around you. I don't want collabs. I don't want your clout. I don't want nothing to do with any of y'all. And they hate that because they understand people like me. And it's the same reason why they hate Asmongold. We cannot be controlled. And you know who else I care about? My community. Not these randoms who join in today or tomorrow. Maybe over time, my day ones who have been here for 5, 6 years, who have had my back no matter what, because they see through the bullshit, because they're not retarded, because they understand we are at a point in time where information's at our fingertips. All you gotta do is research the shit and realize who the bad guys are and who are the people who have been wronged. And that's the bottom line. Kisses. Now, because a dude decided to cheat, everyone decided to scream, Bao was right. No, you uneducated troglodytes. Bao was being generic to all men. Yes, all Bao is a mindless misandrist. Everybody knows that because that's what gets clicks, and the VTuber community is shitting on men. Ignoring women perpetrators and male victims. True, some people cheat, some men cheat, some women cheat, some others cheat. It sucks. People who do it are despicable and should be shunned, but that goes for all parties involved. Both parties cheating have agency, and when it's someone more famous on the other side, you often know they are taken beforehand. Why didn't you shit on Mal for being okay with Sykkuno cheating on the girl and wanting to be with Sykkuno? Very interesting. Anywho, no, Bao wasn't right. She was just a misandrist and doubled and tripled down on her streams thereafter. Stop being fuckwits. Big true. One guy cheats and suddenly people jump to Bao was right. That doesn't logically follow. A single example doesn't prove a general claim about an entire gender. True. Cheating isn't exclusive to men. True. It's a behavior seen across all groups. True. There are male cheaters, female cheaters, and women on both sides. True. Jesus fucking Christ.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to scare you.
Hey. What Bao did wasn't nuanced criticism. It was a blanket generalization that ignored female accountability. True. And male victims. True. That's not a valid argument. It's bias. True. Cheating is wrong. Full stop. Anyone who participates in it, whether the relationship or knowing it was someone taken, shares responsibility. True. So no, this situation doesn't prove that Bao was right. It just shows that individuals can make bad decisions regardless of gender. True. Anytime an entire gender is a blanket stereotype, it's a good idea to stop paying attention. Big fucking true. Bao's anti-male tweet was about Sykkuno. Lamau, how is that drama the gift that keeps on giving? Let's keep going. And there's even more. Holy shit, Bao's controversial tweet in October was actually about Sykkuno. No, it wasn't, because that's not what he did. And it's so irritating. Dumbasses defend a misandrist of one fuckboy who got on the bed with dumbass girls should have never been talking to him. Also, fuck you, no one should be giving this skank an apology. Also, she doesn't need protection, especially by the likes of you, simp. Man. Bao had more people inside of her than the average roller coaster at a theme park. You've been sleeping around the block with how badly you virtual signal and defend the biggest piece of shit in history. E-whores will protect e-whores allergic to accountability. Let's hear this clip.
I'm very interested to know who this is that's talking shit about Bao, because what has Bao done? Leave Bao alone, dude. Let's see what happened with Bao.
Sykkuno's girlfriend reached out to her regarding a controversial tweet Bao made last year. She asked Bao if it was true that the tweet was about Sykkuno. They called and Bao explained to her that other women had confided in her.
I'm not gonna watch somebody who needs a Google document to be read to them because they lack the ability to read themselves. And if that doesn't tell you everything about this situation, I don't know what will. She sounds so fat. That's probably because they are fat, and that's why they gotta have the biggest jugs in their VTuber model possible. I don't give a f about none of these people. And by the way, I don't f with none of these people. I ain't friends with none of these people at all. If you are not my family or my dog or my cat or my fiance, I don't give a f. All right, next.